Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing my August favorites video, and I'm really excited to film this because I literally have a butt ton of products to share with you. Before I get into makeup and everything, I did want to start off with my one and only hair care product, and that is the Esalon Color Safe Conditioner. And I really love this conditioner. I get it off of the Esalon website, and I've mentioned this to you guys before, but I do dye my hair myself and I do go through Esalon. But you can also purchase their Color Safe Conditioner and shampoo and I think other things on there too. But this product, I remember them giving me a sample and I really liked it. So I decided to buy the full-size bottle. I do wish that this bottle was a little bit bigger for the price. I mean, you can't really complain. I would definitely consider this a high-end product just because of the price and because of how well it works. I really like this product. I think I might repurchase it next time I dye my hair just because I like switching. I think people call it a hair cocktail. I mix my hair cocktail every day. That way my hair doesn't get used to a certain product because I want my products to continuously work on my hair and I don't want my hair to just start adjusting, you know, to each product and then the product is basically useless. Does that make sense? But I use this regularly and I really enjoy it. As you know, I mentioned in a recent haul I was trying out these Simple brand skincare products. I don't want to do a full review on the Simple skincare products just because I don't like talking negatively about products and, you know, dedicating a whole video to griping about how much I didn't like a product. I mean, I think that's really negative. I mean, I know it can be helpful, but I don't want to bring that negative energy to my channel. I don't like to do that. But basically, in short, the moisturizer did not work for me. I used the lighter formula and it just did absolutely nothing for me. It got really irritated and red and it was just not giving the nutrients that my skin wanted. However, this next product I'm going to talk about is one I have used before, but I've recently repurchased in a smaller bottle and I'm absolutely in love with it all over again. And it is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. I love this moisturizer. It's fantastic. It's in a smaller bottle, but it is a lot cheaper. I used to have this in the big bottle, and this is the 2.5 ounce bottle, and this is only 2 ounces. This was $18, and this is only $12. So I do like, you know, being able to buy it in a smaller bottle because it's also easier to carry with me everywhere, especially when you're like me and you want to try a bunch of different products. I don't want to get the huge tub of it. I really like this. It's really moisturizing. It's very nourishing. It definitely feels a little bit thick at first, but it does settle into my skin. And if you have dry skin, I think you would absolutely love this moisturizer because it does settle. It leaves your skin feeling supple, but not oily or slick by any means, and it does not cause breakouts. It has completely turned around my skin because my skin was really horrible. You can't really tell because I have makeup on, but like I had a really bad batch of acne on this side of my face, on like this part of my face, my forehead, on my chin. It was just horrible. My skin was just breaking out and it wasn't even like cystic acne. It was more so like general irritation and it was really hyperpigmented. And I remember the area like around here is just burning a lot and it was just really irritated. And I think it might have something to do with using that other Simple moisturizer, but this completely calmed it and it just helped. It didn't get rid of my acne, but as I was getting rid of my acne and letting it heal, this really just helped calm my skin and just like soothe it and give it the moisture that it's really been wanting. I really love this. It's, you know, paraben free, doesn't have harsh chemicals, and it's just a great moisturizer. I use this for day and night and I'm really loving it. So this is definitely like a holy grail moisturizer for me. And then the next skincare product is a sunscreen. I've been kind of in a panic recently about sun damage. I watch the same like 20-30 beauty gurus every single day or every time they post. And you know, when they put on their makeup and everything, you see their skin and you get very accustomed to what they look like. So when you see that someone is like developing like sunspots, it starts to like look leathery and stuff. And even people I see into day-to-day life, just because I live in Arizona and people don't wear enough sun protection here, I see the sun damage happen to them over time and it honestly scares the bejesus out of me. So I've been really trying to push myself to wear SPF every single day, and I don't think that SPF in your foundation, like SPF 7 or SPF 12 or SPF in your moisturizer, I don't think that's enough. And from what I've read and what I've been told by friends who are really into like sun protection, that's not enough. And because of that, I've really been trying to wear more sunblock. So right now I have this one from Shiseido, and it's the Shiseido Urban Environment UV Protection Cream, and it's for face and body, and it's SPF 35, and it's really fantastic. I don't want to like go into like ingredients about this just because it's something I'm still looking into, but I know and I understand how it's very, very important, and I don't want to like take up too much time. But this is a pretty good sunscreen. I am looking to try another one, but I want to make sure I use all of this one first. So when I do try another one, I have a couple that I'm looking into. I will definitely talk to you about them. But for now, I've been really, really liking this one. I have a drier skin, so this does go on a little slick at first, and it's like that white, typical creamy color, but it does blend out, and it goes really nicely under my foundation actually. And because I have dry skin, it, if anything, feels really nice on my skin. I think if you have super, super oily skin, you might like the one in the blue bottle, which is more of a water one, and I think you have to shake that one, and I think it's more of a liquid. This one is really fantastic, and it has helped me. That's also why my skin is really super pale recently, but I'd rather my skin be pale than to risk getting cancer. I don't want skin cancer, and I also want to stay young looking for a really long time if I can help it. So very important to wear SPF. I know it's like something that everyone preaches, but please just do it. It'll make me feel better, and you will not regret it. And I've also found that my skin irritation and stuff has been going down a lot because I've been protecting my skin from the sun. And I know I live in Arizona, not everyone lives where it's really hot and sunny all the time, but here it's really horrible all the time. So really loving that this month. And then the last skincare product I have here from LUSH, and it is a fresh face mask in Brazened Honey. And I have hauled this before. I think in my very first LUSH haul I talked about this mask. And Brazened Honey, it definitely smells like honey, and I think it has like little bits of like almonds or something in it. It's yellow with these little brown little grains in there that I think help exfoliate. And this is my favorite face mask. I think if you have normal to dry skin and you want it to not only moisturize but to kind of brighten your complexion, I think this would be a really great face mask for you to try from LUSH. I think it's just really, really nice, and I love how soft my skin feels and also how supple and how well it takes my moisturizers after I've used this mask. It just feels very refreshing, and it just brightens up my complexion so much, and I really, really love this mask. So I would definitely recommend it if you have dry to normal skin. I think this is definitely a mask to try out from them. I might venture out and try a different one, but I really just kind of want to stick with this one for a little while. Before I get into makeup, I did want to talk about one nail polish, and I have it on my nails right now, and I actually do need to redo them, but it is the American Apparel nail lacquer in Malibu green, and this is just a beautiful teal green color. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's very, very matte, and it's very opaque. This is the only nail polish I own that I only need to apply one coat to get this color. This is one coat. Chipping aside, this is a really, really great and opaque nail polish. It applies really well, and it's very matte, and it just looks very nice, and it's just a very fresh color. I really liked wearing this in the summer, but I think I will definitely continue to wear this in the fall. So a great, great polish from American Apparel. I actually got this on sale. I think they were on sale for $4 or $3.50 or something like that, so I got this for pretty cheap. But otherwise, it's about the same price as your typical OPI or China Glaze polish. I think it's around $8. So really love this polish, getting a lot of use out of it. I think you should try it if you like the color. So now that I feel like I've talked a lot about skincare, hair care, and nail care, I'm going to talk about makeup now. So starting off with face products, I've really been loving my new foundation, and it is the Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua foundation. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about this foundation, but honestly, it's perfect. And I want to try out a different BB cream. I know there's a BB cream that I would like that's kind of similar in feel to this, but for now, I am definitely going to stick with this foundation for a long time. I'm wearing it today, and I don't need to set this with a powder, but I have found that I do like setting this with my Studio Fix powder, but I don't need to. It's honestly, it's like they say, it's a second skin. It can apply very, very lightly depending on how you apply it, or you can really get a flawless coverage with this. But it's really great. It applies great coverage. It just depends on how you apply it, and I really love that you can do that. And you do have to shake this because it is a watery kind of foundation. Don't shake it with the lid on. If you're gonna shake this foundation, make sure you have your finger on the little nozzle and then shake it, because otherwise it's gonna get all over your lid, and it's gonna be really messy and leak everywhere and waste a ton of product. I'm really close to getting rid of a lot of my foundations just because for the longest time, none of them were settling into my skin, and I was having a really hard time with it. ever since I got this, it's completely changed my life. I'm terrified to touch any other foundation just because I love the finish that this gives, because it looks so natural. It doesn't look like I have a mask on, and it stays put too. It doesn't oxidize. I've gone to school and completely sweat my face off just because I live in Arizona and I've had to like bike and walk really far to classes, and it's hot out. Like, we're talking like 113-degree weather. I'll sweat and I'll like get shiny and everything, but my makeup doesn't like oxidize, it doesn't change color, it doesn't melt off my face, it literally stays put. And I do usually apply a primer underneath this, but I've used primers with other foundations, and other foundations have completely faltered over those primers. So I think it's definitely the foundation. I really love it. And if you are curious, just go to your Chanel counter and get a sample, because that's what I did. They had to match me, and then I loved the way it felt right then and there. I had to get it. So really, really love this foundation, and I have absolutely no regrets, and I adore it. And then another face product I've really been liking, I've talked about this product before, and it is the NYX Matte Bronzer. I, however, have switched to a lighter shade, and I've really been liking the lighter shade. This is in the shade Light. I used to use the shade Medium. I'm so much more fair now that I can't use that because it's really orange, and it's no longer a very flattering color on me. So I've really been liking the light shade, and I think it's really, really lovely and natural. I'm wearing it today a little bit on my cheeks just to like give me some color, but it's nothing too crazy, and I think it's very natural. It can be very, very drastic as a contour if you like, because it is matte. I just prefer to just use it more so just like on the edges of my face, just to add some dimension without looking like a drag queen. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's how I choose to use it, and I really am enjoying it. Next, for face products, I've been really enjoying a new concealer, and I've been loving the No. 7 Quick Cover Concealer. I'm in the shade Fair. It's 03 Fair, so it's really, really freaking pale, but it is a really nice concealer for me, so that's what that looks like. I have like my Stila stick concealer that I really like, but that's a little too dark and a little too yellow for me now. I just got so pale out of nowhere. I really love this. I think it's a little bit creamier and easier to work with than the Stila one. It does give a little bit more coverage too, but I really love using this both on my under eye and also on my blemishes or any like red spots. I take my Deluxe Crease Brush and then dab it in there, and then just kind of like poke at any like spots I have, and it literally just covers it right up. It's not super salmony or yellow, it's just very, very beige. If you have really bad dark under eye circles, you might want to go with maybe a more salmony, pinky color, peachy color underneath your eyelids, but mine aren't too bad. But I've really been loving this more so for the rest of my face. I think it's a great concealer, it gives great coverage, and I also have found, I forgot to set this a couple days ago, and I went to school and it definitely stayed put, so I would definitely recommend to set it if you can help it. But it does have really, really nice staying power on its own, which I think is very impressive. And then next, for lip products, I actually only have one lip product this month, but it is my Estee Lauder High Gloss in Rose Blush, number 11. I've talked about this before, and this isn't even the full size. This isn't only the sample size, but I have two of these. I have one for myself and then one for my kit. And I love this gloss so much. I literally wear this every day, no matter what lip color I wear it with. Like today, I'm wearing MAC Chatterbox lipstick, which is a really, really bright pink color. And I put this over it, and it's like not so overly pigmented that it completely covers it up, but it does mute it down a little bit, so it makes it a little bit warmer and less blue tone, so it looks better on me. I also love wearing this with nude lipsticks. I'm wearing it with pinks, wearing it with corals. I literally put this over everything, and I just love it because it's just a very flat, matte color, but it gives a really nice, healthy shine, and I think it just looks so beautiful, and it doesn't smell like anything in particular. It just kind of has like that typical lip gloss smell. It doesn't smell like super cheap lip gloss. It just smells like lip gloss. And I love this color so much. And I'm really nervous for when I run out, because I don't know if I want to buy another Estee Lauder lip gloss or if I'm going to find another color that's the same way, because a lot of other lip glosses I have shimmer or have a sheen or a metallic or are glittery, or they're, too pigmented or not pigmented enough, and this is literally perfect for me. So I'm really, really nervous to like not have this anymore, because I literally feel like it's like my holy grail for no good reason, because I feel like a good lip gloss is not really that hard to come by, but I really just love this color. Last but not least, I have two eye products that I've really been liking, and the first one is an eyeshadow, and it is from Urban Decay, and it is one of their vintage eyeshadows, because they repackaged and reformulated all of them, but I went ahead and bought a couple of them, and I've really been loving the shade YDK. This was definitely the first Urban Decay eyeshadow I ever fell in love with. I saw it and I instantly had to buy it. It's this beautiful metallic bronzy champagne kind of color and I love it. It's just so pretty. I'm wearing it on the inner third of my eyelids today. I don't know if you can really tell, but I love this shade. It's so glowy and shimmery and gorgeous, and I think this is like a type of color that can look on pretty much anyone. So I really like it. It's not too orangey. It's definitely more on the cooler side. So I think this would look good on a number of skin tones and it would just be so, so beautiful. And I love it so much. And it was only $9, which is amazing. Then the last product for this month is the MAC Black Track Fluidline. And I know everyone and their mother talks about this gel liner, but it really is fantastic. I wanted to buy a new gel liner because my Wet n Wild one was really crusty and I didn't like that the packaging wasn't sturdy enough to keep it safe and keep it moist. So I wanted to invest in a nicer one. So I really love the Black Track one, and it is only $16, which honestly is a little bit less than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be somewhere around $22, just like the Bobbi Brown one, but it's not. It's much cheaper and it's so creamy, and I can literally use it with any brush and make my eyeliner look the way I want to. So not only do I wear it on my top lash line like I am today, but I also put it in my waterline. I just use a little liner brush and just like kind of like paint it onto my waterline and it stays put. And it is the only eyeliner to stay put because my Urban Decay Perversion pencil is no longer staying on my waterline for some reason. This is the only one that will stay put and I absolutely love it. So thank you so much for watching my August favorites video. I hope you guys did enjoy it and find something useful. If you have some favorite products from August, feel free to leave it in a comment below or submit a video response, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.